Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brad Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University, where I'm the Associate Professor of Percussion. My fourth tip is about ruffs and drags on this TMEA snare drum etude. Now, what we really want to focus on with any kind of ornament or, grace note is that we have a lot of clarity. So when we have a drag or ruff which has 2 strokes, or we have a 4-stroke ruff which has 3 grace notes, and then a primary note, we want to make sure that all of those grace notes are speaking clearly and are equal distant from each other, as in the rhythm is even, so that we have a really clear and precise ruff or drag. So when I'm thinking about ruffs and drags, I like to think about them going from kind of a flam where we have grace note to a ruff or drag where I have 2 grace notes, and then finally a 4-stroke ruff where I have 3 grace notes. And so here's how I work on that. I'll usually have something quiet like a stool or a soft practice pad, and I'll simply work on the grace notes from open to close. And then, so right now we're going to practice on our 4-stroke ruffs, and we're going to practice that kind of in a consistent tempo, but we're going to work on closing down these grace notes so that they can be clear, but still equidistant and soft. So here's what a 4-stroke kind of ruff practice session might look like. After that, I'm going to put what we call the primary note, which was what I was playing on the stool. I'm going to put that on something a little louder while still using my ear and my eyes to focus on the grace notes, because at the end of the day, the last note, the primary note, is kind of the easiest note. Now what I want to make sure is, first of all, that again, we have great spacing and we're keeping those grace notes soft, but that we're also making sure that that primary note is not affecting those other notes. So it's not making them louder, it's not changing the rhythm. And so I would then put the primary note on the rim, and then after that I would put it on the drum, and that would sound like this. And then on the drum. Hopefully, what you could hear and see is really nice spaced grace notes that stayed really soft compared to the ending primary note. So work on your grace notes, work on your ruffs to make sure that when you play them in your solo, that they're really clear and that the audience, the judge, can really understand your high quality sense of how you've perfected your grace notes. I hope that helps, and best of luck on your audition.